There we go. Look at that snake. That is an awesome species of Australian elapid. You can see the intelligence in their face. You can see their willingness to survive and live and hunt in their face. You can see it all. They're such beautiful animals. Going on, beautiful, wonderful, intelligent people. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my wildlife. So, why am I so pumped? Why am I so with my heart beating? Why am I so excited? Because I have a new snake that was gifted to me by a good friend I've known since I was a very young lad in the world of venomous reptiles. It's an Australian snake. It's an Australian elapid. Venomous reptile. Let's just get into it. Come on, look at this. So, in this enclosure, we have Pseudechis pallasii, the eastern Pygmy Mulga, also known as the eastern Dwarf King Brown or Pygmy King Brown. So it is not a true King Brown, which is a really, really large member of the black snake family in Australia. Very venomous, very toxic, very large, beautiful snake. The King Brown, the original King Brown, can actually get to be upwards to 8 feet long, whereas the Dwarf only gets around 4 feet long, maybe 4.5. This snake's around 8, 9 years old, so it's already around 3.5, 4 feet. It's probably maxed out. I'm super excited to have this animal just because I love Australia. I love all the reptiles out there. I love the people. I love the country itself. I just love keeping the animals from there too. They're just so beautiful. They're so vibrant coloration. This animal is very wiry, very defensive, and it's definitely a snake you would not want to get bit by. Very potent neurotoxins and also cytotoxins that will eat away at a localized bite location. So right in here, let me just be ready. There we go, look at that. That twitchy little snake is called a Pygmy Mulga, an eastern Pygmy Mulga. So Pseudechis pallasii. I'm going to wait for him to go out from under there. See how fast he is? Watch this, watch this. Watch this. He's going to shoot out probably. I'm going to leave both doors slightly cracked on the sides because he might actually shoot out the cage. Whoa! There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Come here. Come here. This is a very fast snake, and not one that you would want to get bit by. Come here. You're a little crazy. Little crazy snake. Alright, here is the little mulga. Ah, there we go. There we go. Sorry, I've got to be really fast to get them out, so I had to make a quick grab. So this is the Pygmy Mulga, also known as a Dwarf King Brown. He's a little wiry, typical of an Australian elapid. Let's see if we can get him to relax and calm down, but he's all over the place and not willing to stay on that hook. Look at this. So he's about full grown, and if you look at his face, he has a very distinctive looking face that looks very similar to the King Brown of Australia. Therefore they are called the Pygmy King Brown. These guys are actually a part of the Pseudechis family, which is the black snake family. So they are related to King Browns, but they are not a true King Brown. Look at that. Look at that snake. Beautiful looking face. Typical Australian looking face. Dark, dark eyes that examine everything. Not a snake you would want to get bit by. There we go. Look at that snake. That is an awesome species of Australian elapid. You can see the intelligence in their face. You can see their willingness to survive and live and hunt in their face. You can see it all. They're such beautiful animals. So this would be found in eastern Australia, hence the name Eastern Pygmy Mulga. I believe there's around 4 different species, and this would be one of the larger members of the family. And I love this one just because it looks so much like a king brown. They come in all sorts of different colors and sizes. A lot of speckling around the face, but what's really cool about this one is it's just a solid looking snake. It's got beautiful red speckling on the tips of these scales. It's gorgeous looking, and you can see from that face, it definitely possesses venom glands behind those eyes. Look at that thick body animal. That is an impressive looking snake. Obviously, you should never, ever replicate anything you see me do on this show. I have a skill set that allows me to handle animals like this in such a manner and not get tagged. So I rely on my skill set, and I would never recommend for anyone to ever try to do anything like this. It's okay. Oh, you see him? He bit himself. So that's how aggressive he is. He bit himself, trying to go after me. Look at that. He's starting to calm down, as you can see. Before he was wiry. When I first got him, you touch him on one side of his body and his face would already be where your finger was at. He is so fast. But this is so cool. Such an awesome snake. And they are reptile eaters, being in the land of the lizards. They love to eat other reptiles, small frogs, and sometimes other snakes as well, like its cousin, the king brown. Hence the name, Pygmy King Brown. Super excited, and what an awesome snake to get before my trip to Australia. I literally leave in a couple days, and I'm going to be able to find king browns, true king browns, out in the wild, so that's going to be awesome. Now, let's put this guy in the bucket right here. I'm going to stick him right in this bucket. I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to put his enclosure back together. In the meantime, you guys can check him out. Alright guys, the enclosure is set up and ready to go for Mr. Brown to go back. Now, I know I just said Mr. Brown, and that's a really cool name. Now everyone in the comment section is going to be like, me and Mr. Brown, but I will still leave the opportunity for everyone out there to get a little creative and think of a name for this Pygmy King Brown Pseudechis pallasii. So please let me know, guys, what do you think we should name this beautiful looking, very fast Australian snake? Ooh, 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 ooh. Mamma mia, pizzeria, that's a spicy reptile right there. Oh. Alright guys, say goodbye to Mr. Brown, Pygmy Mulga. Comment below what you think we should name him. And I'm going to stick him right back inside his enclosure. There you go. Watch him disappear back into his enclosure, or disappear behind my cages to surprise my guests. Alright guys, there we go. Back into the enclosure. Don't come out here. What are you doing? There you go. He's gonna go right behind his little hide. I put driftwood in there to simulate random wood being out in Australia to hide under. 2 hides, so he can hide in this hide by the heat lamp, so it's warm, or he could go into the cool spot where that hide is. So he has options. Here we go. Locked. Secured. And acid contained. That is pretty cool. An Australian elapidon, my second species in the collection, because over here we have Meatball. Meatball is, you know I love Meatball. Meatball is a collet snake, a beautiful Australian species that's got crazy colors compared to the one we were just looking at. So, look at this. I know where he's at, so that's why I was comfortable opening the cage with my hand. Look at that. There you go. There's Meatball. Look how pretty he is. Don't you love Meatball? He's such a good looking snake. I'm not going to pull him out to handle him just because he has eaten a meal. So I'll put that hide right back there. Let him go back to sleep. There we go. Perfecto, perfecto. Awesome. Lock this up. There we go. And we can't be talking about Australian snakes and not go look at Mr. Black Sabbath. Look at him. He's doing great too. He is right here, hanging out underneath the heat lamp. Oh, relax. Relax, come here. There we go. And we've got Black Sabbath, the badass black-headed python. Look at him. He's a bit opaque. He's going to be going through shed, but he's looking good too. So guys, I thought I'd show you my new Australian snake, the Pygmy Mulga. Give you guys a little bit of an update on the other snakes. and say goodbye before I go to Australia. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a trip I've been wanting to do since I was a little kid. So I will see you guys on the next one. Be safe, stay beautiful, be brave, and stay gangster.